on Monday. I have it. You guys are kicking my ass.
Yeah, you are not doing too well either, Kody.
Dude.
I don't know what's going on with you there, brother.
I've been busy, man.
Why does my microphone sound so fucking loud? Does it sound loud to you?
Yeah, but I like it loud for me.
What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even... No, it doesn't even sound like it's clear.
Oh, you mean like scratchy loud?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, to me, it sounds fine. When you first jumped on, it was a little much.
Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess.
But, yeah, you sound
Alright.
fine.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another 3 Parts and a Birdie podcast. Bro,
That was awesome.
what a legit start.
That was awesome.
I
I thought you were gonna do a magic trick.
I was thinking about trying to like say something like funny after I did that, or like before, like leading up to it, because I thought it would have been pretty
great.
funny, but nothing came to mind because I'm
Well,
fucking.
A little ripped.
That's what
but
happens.
it's okay.
That's what happens on the 2-year anniversary of
Woo!
3 Parts and a Birdie podcast. We're excited here.
2
We are.
years.
Cody's with me.
It's like 700 days.
Episode 92, I believe.
Yeah.
We have the what is it? What's the tournament going on this
Mexico Open?
week? Is it the Mexico Open?
Mexico
The
Open.
Verdanta or some shit?
At Vidanta?
At Verdanta?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's you don't got a big field of players there.
No.
Not a good
You got one I'm looking for. Tony Finau, that's it.
Yeah,
and he's the defending champ.
Keith Mitchell. I liked Keith Mitchell.
Keith Mitchell's the
coming into
fucking
it.
boss, dude. Alright,
So yeah,
what else
3
we got?
Parts and a Birdie, ladies and
Yeah, we
gentlemen.
got the club challenge. We got
Club
some
challenge.
updates on, playing simulator rounds. I can update you guys on some stuff with that.
Yeah, we actually made a
got
video.
Dave out.
We made a
Yeah.
video.
Yep.
It's getting posted probably tomorrow. I don't know when you guys are listening to this. It'll be up Friday
Yeah,
on our
today
YouTube
is
channel.
February 22nd. 2-2.
And other than that, we're just gonna yak, dude. Like, this is a freestyle.
Pretty much. We tried to basically just get it sauced up and then go, let's go
Super
downstairs
sauced up.
and try and podcast. It took us about 20 minutes to get it figured out. But we got it figured out. We got a couple angles rocking for you guys. And we're here to riff about some golf and some bullshit. So
I still don't even know if it's figured out.
Yeah, we could be talking into the ether here.
Could be.
But
Could be.
we'll see. So this tournament, who'd you pick? Because you picked
To
first.
Oh yeah, so for our club
Actually,
challenge,
did
if
we
you
talk
guys-
about last week's?
Well, if
What
you
was
guys
last
haven't
week's?
been keeping track, our club challenge, we normally pick a golfer every week to win, and I think last week Steve did the best out
The
of us all.
Genesis, right? Yeah.
The Genesis.
Yeah. Oh, a shout out to fucking Matsuyama.
Shout out to Matsuyama.
Sheesh, what a disgusting back nine, dude. He shot like a fucking 6 under on the back. It was beautiful to see. I tweeted out, if you guys follow our Twitter account, I immediately tweeted out after he shot 2 of maybe the best consecutive shots I've seen in years. I mean, he had an approach shot from, I think it was 167, stuck it to like 8 inches, and then the next shot was a par 3, putt, and then the next shot was a par 3, and that was like 140 or something like that, or 143, and he stuck that to 4 inches. Like, it was insane. You're like, holy shit, dude. Like, you might get 2 of those. He's going to get them a lot more often, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not getting them very often. Nick's getting them a lot more often than I am. But it was just beautiful to see. Matsuyama came out. I think when you have that mentality of like, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to try and shoot as best as possible, as opposed to I'm going to go out and I'm going to catch the leader, it might play a benefit as to, keeping it positive.
Dude, he was 6 shots back.
That's what I'm saying.
6 shots back, and he just turned it on.
Crazy.
Yeah, he turned it on, dude.
First player to win by 3 after losing by 6 shots to start the final day. In years, they said.
Some very impressive shots by the man. And I would say that his name is getting talked about all throughout his country right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, he's a countryman for Japan, and he's a spokesman for them. He's like a Ichiro Suzuki for them. Honestly, he's maybe not quite there, but he's getting close if he's not there. 'Cause, I mean, dude, winning the Masters, like, fuck, man, that was awesome. That was such a big deal. And he's already won 9 tournaments, I believe. He's been winning since, I believe, like 2013, 14, and it's just great to see. I mean, to see people representing from all over the world is great, and to see them winning is great, and to see him win, and we know how much it would mean if somebody from Metro Detroit won on the tour. You know what I mean? It would mean a lot. So I'm sure it means a lot to those people. So congratulations to Hideki and his.
It always hits more. When a player comes from your hometown and becomes a professional athlete, and no matter what sport it is, football, golf, basketball.
You're rooting.
It's like, when Aiden Hutchinson came out of, Detroit here, or came to Detroit, he came from,
Plymouth.
Right around the corner from where I live.
Went to Divine Child, I believe.
Divine Child, yep. Thank you, because I was struggling finding
Dearborn
that name.
Divine Child. Yep.
So, and then watching him just tear it up on the Lions, also playing at Michigan, U of M football.
Completely homegrown the whole way.
So cool seeing that kind of stuff. So, definitely when you see it, like in, golf, it's just another one of those,
Yeah.
Another one of those things.
Yeah, one of those moments that really brings everybody together and really gets people rooting for a certain person or team. So that was Matsuyama. Congratulations to him. Also, congratulations to Patrick Cantley for sucking dick and falling apart and not getting Snyder 3 points.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah.
Bro, he was whooping ass all weekend.
Bro, yeah, he was. We got to get back on track though, because we were talking about our picks. We started off talking about our picks, and then we kind of got carried away.
Yeah.
Because we started talking about last week's. So our picks this week, I had Cameron Champ.
Yep.
The reason behind my pick with Cameron Champ is because looking at last year's leaderboard, I went back, kind of, surveyed the leaderboard from last year. The dude took 4th place, it looked like. I think it was 3rd or 4th place in there last year. And all these smaller tournaments, like the Travelers, the 3Ms, the earlier tournaments, he normally does very, very well in. Places top 20s always in these tournaments.
Maybe that's how he earns his way into those late
in 2 or 3 of them, Yeah. So, I picked him knowing that stuff, right? I looked it up. And then the weather was like another factor. He always plays good in good weather. It's not as windy there right now, today.
Oh, nice, okay. That's great, then.
Beautiful weather.
He bombs it.
Hits it far. His strokes gained in the field, I think he's like, he's like top 50 player, so that's very phenomenal.
Good.
Very phenomenal.
If he gets his short game dialed in, if he goes and talks to Victor Hovland's coach from last year, he could do some shit.
Yeah,
he
bro.
Could do some shit. Honestly, that was a great pick. And
what about you? Who'd you take?
I took what's funny is I thought his name was Emilio Grillo, but it's Emiliano.
Yeah.
Grillo. I took him, and
fucking
idiot. I root for him whenever I do see him. I'm pretty sure he's Argentinian.
I believe so. I believe so.
And I'm rooting for him for sure.
Why do I do that?
What?
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I always say something and then I repeat it.
Do you?
Right after. Yeah, it's like I have to say it twice.
Do you do it only when you're stoned, or do you do it like always?
I'm not sure, but I just noticed it.
Well,
and I noticed I did it 2 or 3 times earlier in this podcast.
It's fun.
So I'm probably annoying the shit out of these people.
Trust me. I notice a lot of the things that I do. On the last video I posted on my Instagram, I said 3 times within the first 10 seconds. And I was like, this is really annoying.
Is me.
I get it. We just have to get over the fact that, especially because we speak a lot, and talk a lot, not speak a lot. We talk a lot on the podcast. We're going to catch ourselves doing the same thing over and over, and it's going to seem like, very irritating to us. But it's only because we have so many hours of doing it, So I've learned to, accept it, because there's so many things that I'm like,
always,
saying, am I really doing that a lot, or do I repeat that same phrase a lot? Because I feel like
I use and the ums.
Of course.
It's
a filler. It's a filler. It's a filler for, just the thought process, because we don't want to just jumble out and say something. We want to know what we're saying and say it accurately and use the best possible words. So instead of just pausing, we say or until we figure out the best way to articulate it.
And I got to start using some different vocabulary, because my ass uses the same exact words
10 words
every single podcast.
You're so funny.
I'm boring to myself. How the fuck does anybody else listen to me?
You're so funny. No, I'm sure.
Not to mention my lisp that I have on certain certain letters. I'm starting to fucking see that too.
Well,
I'm gonna have to go to a speech class here very soon.
We're gonna figure this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Dementia might be starting at a very young age.
We all have our own thing. I'm very nasally, like I breathe through my mouth, so you can hear it when I talk. That I sound like I'm talking, nasally. But whatever, dude. Fuck it. That's who I am. Whatever. If you don't like it, suck my dick.
Yeah. This is like
what were we were talking about our picks? Yeah. So.
Grillard.
So that's my pick. He just birdied.
Right?
Yeah, he just birdied before we came down to get into 42nd place. That was funny.
We should have fucking champagne right in front
of us. I know, we should be celebrating.
Slacking.
You know what? At episode 100,
we'll do something big.
We're doing champagnes and cigars.
We'll do something big.
We might even, let's get strippers, bro. Let's fucking get strippers and wings.
Oh, I just did it again. Son of a bitch. I can't make it more than 3 fucking minutes.
You know what? Actually, while you guys are watching this and laughing at us for being jackasses, put in the comment box what you find that you do a lot. Because I'm sure we all have that thing that we might say a lot, or maybe we bite our fingernails a lot, or whatever the fuck it is that you do a lot that's kind of annoying to you, but you can't really stop doing it. Go ahead and throw that in the comment, because, we want to laugh. Everybody has their thing, I feel like I have an annoying, throat clearing cough all the time, even though I probably don't do it that often. Every time I think about it, I'm like, am I doing this a lot? You know what I mean? It's we're people. We think about things like that. So, and then we got Steve's pick. Should we call him right now? You think we should get him on the ringer? Call his bitch ass. Get him on the ringer.
He probably won't answer us anyways.
Yeah, we'll see. We should be
not
seeing
fucking
him
popular enough. He's too busy doing other podcasts and shit, making other money. He don't want to be on ours.
2 parts of the birdie.
He's doing his own thing, bro. He's making a guest appearance on another podcast, dude. Yeah. I won't even say the name of it.
Don't even play me.
It's kind of funny, but
is it? Do we know other people that do podcasts? Because I don't.
He's not getting on any other one.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think I know anybody else that does.
I think we need to start branching out, though. I was kind of looking at that, some smaller ones that we could kind of maybe be a part of,
we could join a different podcast.
Yeah, be a guest on it, or they could be a part of one of ours.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
so team up and branch out.
We gotta get bigger. We gotta expand.
Okay, I could see that. I wouldn't mind doing another person's podcast. They'd probably be like, "Who the fuck is this fucking hippie loser person?"
It would get us better at being better at communicating with other people too.
Oh, 100%.
A little more outspoken.
Definitely, we'd learn new words.
Mm-hmm. I need that.
Working with people that use different words than we do.
I use, I'm sure, the same words over and over.
Yeah.
I talk to Josh about it all the time at work. I'm like, dude, I know I'm using the same fucking 15 words, but whatever, dude. That's life. So Steve's pick was Taylor Pendrith, Canadian.
Not doing good.
Good.
Perfect.
I know.
I almost picked him. You almost picked him.
I almost picked him.
And I almost picked Eric
Van Rooyen, mainly because I really fucking fuck with his mustache. I think it's baller as fuck. He wears it no problem.
Yeah, that's such a
The jogger look is also pretty cool too. Sometimes some of the joggers he's wearing, I'm like, you could wear a cooler one.
He has a
but interesting style. I can dig it. It's not conservative. It's not like a normal.
Every other person looks just like him.
Would you say that his mustache fits his appearance?
Oh, 100%.
You would say so?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine him without the mustache. You don't think he would look better?
Maybe. Let's see what Snyder would think. Hey,
we have a call from one
Steve
of our...
Snyder. We're live on the podcast. We were just going.
We're live on 3 pars and a birdie.
And we got on your pick, Taylor Pendrith, and we were talking about the Canadian isn't doing so hot.
We're live and we're lit.
It was just a slow start. He's not used to the time change. The water's over there different in Mexico. The food.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that Pineapple Express coming through is.
Get the fuck out of here.
He probably had a bunch of tacos last night. I was a little bloated.
This is why he didn't answer the call. He wrote these excuses down. He found these. He's like.
Well, we'll see.
He'll probably come out tomorrow, shoot 5 under.
You would hope, because he's gonna need that in order to make the cut, I would assume.
You came up with those excuses pretty quick.
I just watched. He was 1 under before we came downstairs about 30, 45 minutes ago. So.
He was at +3. What happened?
Well, you know, that's what happens when you're a baller and, you know, you're playing in Central America or North America.
That's life.
He's -2 right now.
Hey, let's go. That's cool with me. So we have a question for you. You know who Eric Van Rooyen is, right? You've seen him with his mustache?
Yeah.
Do you think he would look normal if he didn't have the mustache, or you think he'd look pretty fucking weird?
I think he's always had the mustache.
Right? He's always had the mustache?
He'd probably just look like a normal Eric, but with the mustache, he looks like an Eric Van Rooyen.
Okay. All right, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, because, normal Eric wouldn't necessarily have that mustache, but a Van Rooyen would. All right.
What else do we got? Your guy fell apart last week. You got any fucking
words to prop him up for next time you pick him? What happened to Patrick Cantley?
I probably won't ever pick him again. He was a one-off. The wheel of fortune got him. I don't really like the guy. He kind of fell off, but I mean, what Hideki shot? 6 under or something? Or he came 6 shots back?
Oh yeah, I think he shot a 9 under. I think he shot a 62 or 63.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he.
I'm in tears.
Really lost. I think Hideki took it.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody likes that Cantley guy. You know, between the whole hat controversy at the Olympics, he shows no emotion. They did say that he was playing a little quicker this past week, but he's slow. You know,
yeah.
The redeeming quality is his wife is an absolute smoke show.
He got married
Smoke show.
Week.
Yeah, he got married in Italy right after, the day after the Ryder Cup. Like, dude, you're supposed to be, like, sad that you lost and you got married instead. But, you know, I guess that's a good way to bounce back after losing the Ryder Cup. But, yeah, he got married out there.
They saved a flight, too. He was already out there.
Yeah, you know him fucking grunging since he's a Morgan Stanley guy or whatever.
I mean, he's got the DeWalt. He's got DeWalt, some other mortgage guy. I think Stanley dropped him, or who else dropped him not too long ago?
Of course they did. What clubs does Patrick Cantley use? Do you know?
I don't know. Probably
Titleist, probably, right? He looks like a Titleist guy.
I am not sure, actually. I don't know.
Most people play Titleist out there. You know,
he came from money. I'm pretty sure.
He probably plays hand-me-down Cleveland's or something.
You're so funny. Hey, actually, you know what? We had another.
Josh and I were talking at work, and we were talking about. Josh asked me, "Are there any club makers that only make one club besides Scotty Cameron? Like, is there only because they only make putters, right? They don't make wedges, they don't make irons, they don't make drivers.
Just putters.
Is there another company?
Technically owns Scotty Cameron, but I don't know.
Really? Titleist. Okay.
They might own Scotty, but Scotty Cameron, I think, is just like his own brand. But I think Titleist kind of technically owns it. But I could be wrong on that. But I think I'm right.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because he was asking me, and I'm like, man, that's a good question. I wonder if there is a company that only makes like wedges, or only makes drivers, or only makes putters.
And I'm like,
yeah, there's a bunch of putter companies out there.
Right, that's what I thought. There would be more.
Detroit.
Okay.
There's that lab putters. There's that Detroit. There's a new one. It's called that Detroit putters or something like that. That one's kind of cool looking.
That's interesting.
Yeah, probably just a bunch of putters. I can't imagine. Maybe a wedge company.
And I was about to say, are there any wedge-only companies?
No, I don't think so.
And who else, who all makes wedges? Because I was trying to tell Josh,
He was like, well, is there anybody who has, like, ping clubs and maybe a different kind of putter or something? And I said, well, the different putter would be one thing you'd find in someone's bag. But I don't think you'd find, like, a Srixon bag, like Hideki's bag, and him have a Sim 2 3-wood in there, right? That would never happen, right, on the tour? They never mix clubs. They always have the same clubs.
I think, well, some of them do, some don't.
Some.
I know you can mix the year. Like, you don't have to have the Rogue or whatever. You can have the Sim driver, but it still has to be tailor-made, right? You can't have, like, a different brand.
Well, I know...
It depends, honestly, probably what's in their contract.
Okay.
Brooks Koepka is like a bridge, or he's like a Srixon guy now, but he still has, like, a Nike 2-iron in his bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if Strixon doesn't... Well, they probably make a 2-iron. What am I saying?
Yeah, but there's certain players that want certain clubs.
Of course. So maybe there is like a caveat in which some people do have different clubs. But I thought it was a good question. I was like, man, I don't think anybody does.
Look at it like a golf ball, too. People who play different golf ball in different clubs.
Right. Golf balls make sense, though, because not every club maker makes golf balls, right?
No.
Or do they?
Yeah, but see,
Cleveland doesn't make a golf ball.
Wood uses tailor-made clubs, but he uses a Bridgestone golf ball.
Right, which is fine. That makes sense. You're signing two different contracts. And uses a Titleist putter. See, okay, I knew the putter could be different. But they do that with wedges, too, because you'll see somebody who has tailor-made clubs but still have a Vokey wedge, right? Because, let's say TaylorMade doesn't make a 58, do they? Or 60? Does TaylorMade make...
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They make all the wedges. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, so all the companies make all the wedges. Strixon makes a 60-degree. Ping makes a 60-degree. Okay, they all do.
Correct.
All right. But...
Okay, that's interesting to me. Yeah, I wonder. Well, thanks for that dialogue there. I didn't know shit about like the rules of clubs and bags and if they can have different clubs or anything, because that was...
Hey, Steve, you had me in tears laughing yesterday, too, editing our last golf video.
What did I say?
Just, what do you mean, what did you say? Everything.
The whole time.
The whole time, bro.
Yeah.
There's so many good clips in there that I could try to clip, bro, and, like, there's just so many. I was going through it, and I'd just start laughing and be like, oh, shit, dude, there's another one of Steve's one-liners.
Dude, it doesn't stop. I love it.
I got a wealth of useless knowledge up there.
Yeah. I forgot about the part 2 where you actually hit the chair accidentally right on Dave's backswing.
Oh my gosh.
And it was...
that was on accident.
That was great. That was
and then
great.
you did it again 10 minutes later.
That was so fucking funny. Perfect timing. And I mean perfect by mean like the worst possible timing. Absolutely perfect.
I had to figure out the audio a little bit better.
Completely on accident.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, Holmes. Well, we're about to wrap this up. I got bowling here soon, but thanks for catching up with us, and the listeners appreciate it, of course. If you got any last words for them, go ahead.
No, that's it. I might get out there Sunday. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
So last words, one time.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, Holmes. Peace.
Good old Steve. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was just editing that video yesterday and just could not stop laughing. I mean, there were just so many good parts, and some of the times he would say something so funny, and it would be during like somebody's backswing or something, and I would want to pan to him so bad, just to so you could see him talking and stuff.
Talking about
but I can't because it's like I want to show the person swinging. So
this is him being funny during the golf part or during the podcast or both? You already uploaded the podcast,
Yeah, I
right?
uploaded the podcast, so it's during the golf part.
Okay.
Yeah, the podcast, if you haven't checked it out yet, go look at that one. It's the one we did last week.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Our buddy Dave was there.
Yeah, Spieth and Tiger Woods. Oh, that was so fucking funny.
Genesis Invitational. We did a little recap talking about Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah, it was a good one because that was the Sunday, early Sunday one, so we didn't know who was going to win. And, yeah, we had some pretty good takes on that. What else we got? When we played in the simulator, we played a 4-hole match, right? Between us 5? Is that what we did?
Yeah, we did a 4-hole match, so look for that on the YouTube channel. That should be coming out here in the next day or two.
Yep.
It's a fun one. We have 5 of us, competing for the crown, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. I played yesterday with Brian Hubbs. Shout out to my best friend Brian. And I played my worst round on the simulator yesterday. I played Pheasant Run South.
What?
And I shot horrible. Because it was one of those, like, I got stuck where I kept going in the water. So then, 14 strokes later on 1 hole.
On what, 9?
On 2.
2?
2 south. 1 south is the one along the water, along Palmer. And 2 is that par 5. And there's water right to the right. And I, dribbled my drive into the water the first time, and it gave me a drop. And where it gave me a drop, I kept hitting it straight directly into the water. Yeah, I'm positive.
Fellows Creek South.
No. I said Pheasant Run South.
Oh, my bad. I think
You're
you said
good.
Fellows Creek.
No.
I was like going through the holes in my head. I'm like,
Fellows Creek.
Not whole
yeah, no, you're
south.
so funny. You're so funny.
What is he talking
about? No, Pheasant Run South.
Sorry, I'm high.
Yeah, no, you're good.
There's a lot of things
It
going
happens. But yeah, so Brian and I played worst round of that I've played. I couldn't hit a golf ball. Shanking them right, left. I was like, what is happening?
It happens.
But it happens.
Whatever.
So, we've been swinging, getting a little bit better. I haven't really practiced yet. I've been just playing rounds with everyone. Like, after...
What do you mean? You do that club thing where you go from driver to...
Every now and then
ledge.
I'll do that, but, like, I'm not really working on my swing. I'm just reiterating my swing. I'm not changing it. I'm going, okay, can I hit this yardage? Not, are you changing how your hands go? Are you bringing the club more in? Are you changing
All
your
you
club
need to be worrying about is you need to look at that one that shows you the face
club
path.
face. Yeah,
That's the only one you need to be worried
you're right.
about.
You're right. I did.
And that's the only one that's really going to be like...
That's the one that's telling you everything.
yeah.
It is.
Because the yardage and stuff might be off a little bit, so you can't be like trying to practice 30-yard shots, 60-yard shots.
Right. So that
off
could be
a mat.
Of course.
Not to mention.
Definitely.
Like everything is different.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real golf.
I fucking love it though.
Yeah, it's
so
shit.
cool.
It's a shit.
But so I want to really get to, after I get everybody over and we're playing rounds and everyone's played a round or two, then is when I'm going to be like, all right, it's time for me to do it on my own for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Most days will be me, and then I'll just leave it like weekends for the most part, or maybe like a Wednesday or Friday. I'll be like, all right, you guys can come over. But most days I'll kind of want to just focus on improving my own game. And I can't necessarily do that while I'm having everybody else over golfing.
Yeah, you have people over all the time, too.
Yeah, which is great. I enjoy it. You know, I want to continue to have people over.
I might not be able to work on my golf game for quite some time, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I still have to have so many people over. Like, another 20 people have to come over. So, after I get through with all that, it'll be midsummer by then. But we'll see. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm happy that I get to swing. I think I figured something out with my 3-wood a little bit. I haven't been hitting it so hot, but I think I figured out how I can become a little bit more accurate with that. It's really the wrist hinge on the take back. If I hinge my wrist, I feel like I'm able to hit a more square ball as I'm coming through.
Really?
Yeah, I am. As opposed to having it more open, or well, that's different. But yeah, having it more open. I was gonna say skying it, but that has more to do with like the way I'm swaying my body.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
So I didn't want to say that skying it was that. But yeah, I really have to work on my driver and 3-wood, man. Like, if I can just get those down to be where they were mid-season last year, which I'm sure I will, but if I can get them to be there, I'm shooting low 90s.
Bro, before I forget to tell you.
Yeah.
Guess
What's
who I
up?
seen earlier on my way home from work?
Huh.
Bob Davis.
Really?
Guess where he was?
Where?
Hines Drive, practicing his golf game.
Really?
Hitting some wedge shots, bro.
Did
in
you
the open
stop
field.
him or not?
No, because I was driving. I had Rodney behind me. Rodney follows me.
Okay, yeah.
I had other cars behind me. I was gonna pull over because there was a little parking lot there.
Yeah.
He was like right next to a baseball diamond, and it's funny because I seen him. It's like right after he hit the golf shot, dude, and he's on his follow through, and then I see him. He like.
Is he wearing orange?
Yeah, he was in orange. And I seen him, and I go, bro, it looks like Bob Davis. And I looked in the little parking lot.
Yeah.
And
you
I
saw his little Escape?
Seen his car, and
Yeah.
I said, oh my God, that's his car.
Black Escape or whatever
So,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I seen his hand go like this, too, after he hit the shot. Like sit down, settle down. As if, like, the green was right there, 50 yards from him, and he's, like, telling his ball to just stop and check. And it was so funny. It was great. I was like, man, dude was getting ready for fucking golf league coming up here.
Oh, yeah. We got the text.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the text. The season starts mid-April. I counted the weeks out. I like mid-April. I remember last year I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want mid-April. I'd rather it be the end of April. But then we started having a couple rain days. And then we didn't finish to the end of August, and that was perfect anyways.
Yep.
So, mid-April, I think, is confident. It's not the best weather to start with. We know that.
Yeah, I mean...
It kind of sucks a little bit for the first 3 weeks.
You gotta do what you gotta do, though.
But, exactly. Yeah, it's better than not golfing.
You wanna golf?
Yeah, exactly. You want to golf or you not want to golf?
You know what I mean?
What do we got there?
Oh, it's just, that'll tell me it's going in, it's alright.
Okay, it's going into like...
It says movie recording, so it'll give me 2 different files. when I post it, edit it, do all that jazz.
Okay. Well, we got two different angles.
It does that when we do our golf videos too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So like the one that I'm editing right now has 4 files from this camera, 4 different video files.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Is it
GoPro's just one?
Is it like maxing out the file and starting a new file? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Because it wants to limit it to a certain size.
Mm-hmm.
That way it can transfer it easy.
Tries to.
Got it. Okay, that's easy.
Still takes forever on my slow-ass computer.
You're
Thing's
fine.
ancient.
It's all right. Oh, also, if you guys are anywhere in the United States, the cell service
I'm sure
was
you
down.
are.
The cell service was down for a lot of people, so write in the comments if your cell service was down. We could talk shit about them. AT&T was down, T-Mobile, and Verizon. All over the country. So
yeah, dude. Speaking of cell, one of my coworkers, his phone wasn't working.
Yeah, mine wasn't. Justin Hoff, his phone wasn't
That's
working.
hilarious.
He goes, dude, it says SOS. He's like, I can't call anybody.
exactly.
I was like, what the
Exactly what my buddy said at work.
fuck? You aren't up north, dude. Your phone should work. No problem.
I was like, really? Mine looks great.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
I got all the bars.
You want me to show you something?
Yeah.
Do you need to look something?
Do you
up?
want to borrow a couple bars?
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Do you want to use my Google search for anything?
Oh, that's so funny. So, yeah, that was pretty crazy what's going on. What else we got? We got a golf show coming up in 2 weeks. We got the Players in 3 weeks. Dude, we're going to the 50th Players. Like, how baller is that, right?
It is pretty nuts, man.
Like, it just fell into our lap where we're like, oh, we're going to the Players, and then it turns out to be the 50th Players.
It's unreal. It's unreal. That's one of the, most iconic tournaments ever in golf. And we're like, along with the Waste Management, along with the, Masters, obviously, the Genesis was that's a pretty big one at Torrey Pines.
That's a big
Pebble
one.
Beach, there's a handful of courses that are rated, and they're just staples. And so far we've hit 2 of them out of not that many. Not that many.
2 out of 6 or 7.
Bro, it's just, I would have never pictured this 5 years ago, even. Going to any of these places.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about it. I started golfing 5 years ago. And I'm like, damn, in 5 years, I'm on a simulator. We're going to, our second event.
Yeah. And
I went high speed quick.
I'm a fucking, I've been golfing way longer than you. And I thought I was going to take you on the ride to all these, cool places and stuff. And
you have on the course.
It's kind of like you're taking me to all the cool golf places.
All it is I'm repaying you for the short game lessons. That's all it is.
That's cool.
Every time I chip it close, that's $5 towards the next trip that we're going on.
Fair.
You know what I mean? No, but in all honesty, we do a lot for each other. You do a lot for me. You took me hunting, which is I can't pay you enough for that. We do all sorts of things for each other. That's the best part about our friendship. And going on these trips, with different people, and it us being the root, So first time was Amani and Woo and Joe joined. And then last time it was Steven and Brian joined and Woo, and this time it's Cooley and Blue. So it's us being, the root of it all. And, we're just having different people join every time, whoever wants to come party with us.
That is a good point. I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
It's always with different
We're just
people.
shaking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're shaking it up. We're having a good time, different places. This is going to be the first time that we're going to a tournament in a city that I'm not familiar with. Every other city we've gone to, I know it, for the most part. I might not be able to get you everywhere, but I can tell you what cities are where, for the most part. In the metro area. Yeah, but Jacksonville, don't get me wrong, I've definitely been studying the map of Jacksonville, so I know where I'm going to be at all times, for sure. I already know exactly where we're going to be at all times. But it's still going to be unfamiliar. I don't know what the buildings look like I did in Denver or in, Austin or, anywhere else we've been, Scottsdale. So this is going to be fun, man. Cooley's joining.
What's the other state that you've been to most?
Oh, Texas for sure.
Texas?
Yeah. I mean, especially because I live there. So, does that count? Is that what you're saying, or visiting?
I guess, yeah. Let's
visited would be Texas. Visited would be Texas.
But I feel I felt like it
because after I got out of the military, I went there the first 3-4 years I got out. I was going back every year to see Woo.
So Texas.
And and Michael.
So you're pretty comfortable around those areas in Texas.
Oh, Texas, obviously. Bro, I can get you anywhere around Texas. Mm-hmm. Maybe not Houston as much,
But San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas, yeah. If you drop me there, we're good. We can get around. No
That's
problem.
fucking dope, man.
Yeah. Same with Phoenix, Arizona. Same with Denver. Same with Columbus now. After going to Lost Lands a lot, being around Columbus, I kind of know it pretty well now. What other major cities? I would say that. Oh, Vegas for sure. But that's easy. That's one street. You know what I mean? It's very easy.
One strip.
You don't have to know much. So, there's a couple cities in which I feel like I'm getting pretty familiar with. So, and you'll be doing the same. We're just gonna keep
trying.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Right now, I'm still trying to learn vocabulary. So
you're so funny.
Learning
Do you have a
city names
favorite
might be tough.
City we've gone to so far?
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay.
Scottsdale.
Yeah, that was a fucking
awesome.
riot of a time.
What time is it, bro? What do you got? You gotta cut out of here.
6:30. Yeah, we got like 5 more minutes, 3 more minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, let's rattle some more. So, what are you working on? It's the beginning of the season. What's in Nick's head as far as golf goes? You trying to improve your putting? You trying to improve your chipping? You trying to improve your sand game? What are you focused on going into this season?
It's always putting.
It's always putter.
You can always get better at
It's
putting.
always putter.
Yeah, and that's what you need.
And is
You
it
need
putting
that-
accuracy
you
or
need
power
that-
or both?
No,
Like,
you just need to practice putting.
Just putting. Okay.
Yeah.
All of
That's how
it.
you're gonna get your stroke.
Short
That's how you're gonna
putting,
get
long
your,
putting.
That's how you're gonna
medium.
get everything low. You're gonna get
Yeah.
a low score that way.
Yeah, you're right. Have you changed your putting stroke at all in the past couple of years, or in any capacity?
No.
So you've had your putting stroke like the same for a long time.
Yeah.
And what's your routine for your putting
Yeah,
stroke?
my whole
Walk us-
life. I think I've never
Really?
changed it.
Okay.
I've never changed it.
But you've changed other things, right? Did you ever do the baseball grip when you first started or anything, or no? You went straight into interlock.
Straight to interlock.
Okay.
I might have did.
And obviously your swing probably changed a little bit. You used to slice it when you first started or whatever, and now you hit a draw or whatever. So that's changed a little.
Maybe I don't know. I think I started with interlock. I think because my pops told me, to interlock. So
Yeah.
and I seen him doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to putt, what's your routine? How does that work? So the ball is now 6 feet away from the hole, and it goes a little bit from left to right. What are you thinking? What are you doing? How does that work for you?
Well, you always, if you don't have a routine, you're number one doing it wrong, right?
Okay.
Because you always have to have a routine. It doesn't matter if it's putting, the driver, every shot you have to have the same routine. You can't switch it up. So, I should say the same routine.
I understand what you meant, though.
You need
a
a
routine for every shot.
Yes, and when you get to the green, I feel like that routine needs to be very precise, and I think by doing so, it puts you in the right mind state to hit like a good solid stroke. If you have a good routine and if you stick to it, okay, do this, do that, and then you get yourself ready. Everything is like a mental thing to kind of get you fired up here to ignite that pin, and then when you get ready.
And so what's your routine?
So my routine is when I get on the green, I'll step up. I mark the ball. I get behind it. I read the putt only from the back. I don't like to walk all the way around the green.
Really?
Yeah. For one, I feel like you're overreading it, and you don't need to be doing that unless you're a caddy.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Gotcha.
I'm not a caddy. I don't need to be surveying the whole
I do have a
fucking
question.
land.
Do you do that on longer putts?
No.
Or no? You always just get the side angle in behind, and that's it?
Yeah, and even on longer putts, it's like I almost definitely don't need to be, because there's so much break that's probably going to be happening from where my ball is to that hole that there's just so many different breaks that you're not going to be able to calculate all these different breaks.
Of course.
You're struggling to figure out one break as it is, a left to right, and the speed and everything and where to hit that putt at. So when you have to do multiple different breaks and along with a long putt, I feel like reading it from all these different angles is only putting more in your head, and it's making you think like, well, now it's breaking this way. Well, now it's breaking that. Well, when it's probably not. Like, I feel like you're doing more overthinking, and it's killing you rather than helping you.
So when you do the short putts, you just read from behind.
Everything, or just read from behind.
No, you don't even read from the side. Long putts.
Very rarely do I go behind a putt and read it. The only time I might is maybe like I'll do it in a scramble because we have a couple more people and like I can kind of get around. Like I have more time to look at the putt.
Gotcha.
You know, and I feel
and it's almost a caddy role.
And it's like a caddy.
It really is.
Everybody's kind of there.
Right. Everyone's a caddy and a player.
Maybe like an uphill or a downhill putt, I might read a little bit more.
Okay.
But even then,
you never go behind. You might go to the side and get like a side view and then go back to your ball, but you never go all the way behind for the most part.
No, I just like to stay right behind my golf ball.
Yeah.
And I like to read it from the back. It's how I've always read putts. And like I said, I just think, for me anyways, if I start doing more thinking about a putt, it's only hurting me. Like I just start overthinking.
Okay. So you're reading the putt from behind. Do you line it up? Or do you not line it up?
Get my mark.
You
read it.
Okay.
I go set my ball down. I have the line on my ball. I use the line.
You do use the line
to aim it.
Okay.
Pull the poker chip up because I use a poker chip, and then I go get down to the golf ball. I kind of address the golf ball. I take a couple practice swings, but while I'm taking the practice swings, I'm looking at the hole because while I look at the hole and take those practice swings, I'm getting a feel for the speed, how hard I need to hit it in my mind.
Right.
About how far I need to take the putter back and how that feels. And then as soon as I feel like that's the right one, that's good, that's how it should be, then I'll step down to the ball, putter behind it, and then look one time, and then look down, and then it's putt.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get crazy with it. I don't like to walk. I don't know.
When I read something from behind the hole, a putt, I don't see anything. It doesn't tell me anything. For some reason, I can never read a putt from behind the hole.
Okay.
It does me no justice. So why am I going to sit there and waste my time walking around?
Right.
Yeah.
Surveying the land.
Lollygagging. Yeah.
Like I said.
When you could be using all your energy and all your focus
just one read, one view. I just need to figure that out.
Right.
Because honestly, that's all I need.
Right.
I'm either going to make it or I'm going to miss it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. All right, I like that routine. That's a pretty interesting routine. So you step up, couple practice strokes. Do you change that routine for lag putts? Or no, that's the same.
It might get changed up, dude. If I start missing the putt by a lot, if they're not going in, if they're not even coming near the hole, then I might just do a little bit more looking.
Okay.
At the putt.
And do you? What's your miss usually when you?
It's just all different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
really? You don't just push all the time or pull all the time? It's you got a little bit of both?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I find myself
I'd say
pulling more.
Yeah, pull if anything.
Pulling more than pushing, but okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. All right, that's interesting. Well, thanks for breaking down your putter setup and cadence. It's cool to get in depth about stuff like that, what people are thinking about, how they're processing the shot. Everyone's is different, like you said. It's important that you have one. And that you continue to do the same one over and over because it will yield better results. And that's cool, man. I appreciate you telling me that because that's a pretty cool setup. I like it.
Dude, I did my best trying to make that story so interesting.
Well,
I'd probably rate that 4 out of 10.
You're so funny. No, you got detailed.
So if I lost you guys during that story.
Funny. You're so funny. It was
I'll
good.
Just try and get you back somehow.
Yeah. Well,
I'll win
free
you back.
Giveaways.
I'll win you back with some giveaways.
Free giveaways. Hit subscribe, bitch.
Yeah, please subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. But seriously, so that was cool. I'm excited because I'm going to continue to ask you what your different setups are for the different swings throughout the weeks. And, we'll see how they differ and how they're the same. Because sometimes they might be the same. Maybe you do 2 practice swings for all your shots. And maybe you do different. You know what I mean? It might be different. So we'll see. Stay tuned. And then I need to figure out exactly what my routine is so that whenever you do ask me, I know exactly what to say as well as what you just said. Because I can kind of piece it together, but you seem like you knew it. Like it was it was ingrained in you. So I need to get mine down a little bit like that too, I think. So
you don't have one on the green that you always do?
Not really. I mean, I read the putt from all sides now. And I line up the ball. I do a practice swing, but I don't do it because I think that, you do it and you're going, this is the power I need to do. I do it and I go, this is the swing you need to do. This is the path you need to do.
Oh, okay.
And then I swing. So, For me, I struggle with power, which probably makes sense because I'm not worrying about that. My accuracy is pretty good for the most part. It's sometimes I'll drill it past the hole. And maybe that's something I need to institute into my thing because I'm worried about path and keeping the ball straight. That's so important to me. Speed is kind of secondary, you know. Everybody has a primary and a secondary. Of course, there's two things you have to focus on in putting. So, but for me, knowing where I'm putting, it overrules it. So I really need to focus, and I will be focusing this year on power and speed, and definitely getting that.
So just focus on your routine.
Of course,
make that
on
a
my
goal.
routine, and maybe add speed into my routine.
Like
one of your things that you want to do better at this year in golf is
definitely.
Get a better routine.
I have to, because I lose my. Everyone loses their swings. We're all golfers. We all lose our swings at some point. Maybe for a hole, maybe for 6 holes, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I might lose it for weeks, dude. So I need to, if I have a routine, I know that I can go back to it, and then that helps me to get my swing back on track. Because when I start forgetting my routine and I'm hyper-focusing on something other than what I'm used to focusing on, I then, once you change one thing in your swing, it affects 1,000 other different things every single time. You think, oh, I'm just going to move my hand over a little bit.
Yeah.
That changed like 8 things now.
Yeah.
So you have to have a routine. It's imperative. It will only make you a better golfer if you have a consistent routine. It's a closed loop process. I believe that's what it's called. Closed loop thinking. Open loop is when you can allow other thoughts into your head. Closed loop is when you do something so effortlessly that it's closed loop. Nothing's interrupting it. You know, it's a pitcher throwing a fastball. It's just easy, you know. And if you can really manage to get a closed loop process, you will play better.
Dialed in.
You'll at least be more accurate with hitting the kinds of shots you want to hit. What happens after is golf. You know, so we'll see. I'm working on that part too.
Yeah,
the mental game. The mental game is important.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just try to do too much,
you know.
And including myself. You tell me all the time.
Like, why do
Kody,
you need to
relax. You got 6 steps. Make it 2 steps, bro. You do.
Simplify.
It's great. Yeah.
You
But
know,
it's
don't put too much onto your plate.
Of course. But that's what golf does.
You get anxious. You want to do a
Yeah,
lot.
of course.
You want to do more.
Especially on that first tee box in front of 12 dudes, you know, you want to fucking draw it perfectly into the fairway. So, all right, let me go throw some 300s. Thank you guys for listening. This has been the 200th.
200?
I mean, I'm sorry, the second year, not
200.
The 200. I'm so fucking
holy hell.
Stoneskis.
Yeah,
this has been the second year. We're going to reach 200.
Yeah, we will.
And then I'm going to clip that and be like, this is the 200.
Save that clip for later.
Yeah, I'm just
flag that one.
Just speaking it into existence, ladies and gentlemen.
That's funny. Yeah, man. 2 years, though.
2 years. Yeah.
Dap me, you know, it's been a good 2 years. Yeah. I think we should try to get Steve more involved in these. Maybe we'll switch the day up here. It's
Maybe
2024.
We'll do weekends.
We're still, you know, it's still early on in the year.
Yeah.
We can switch the day.
Maybe we can do weekends only or something.
Yeah, because I would love to have Steve kind of on
Friday nights or something. Like, all right.
I mean, see how funny he was for that 32 minutes?
Yeah, I know.
He probably had people fucking in tears laughing.
He's great.
He just brings different vibes to the table, and I think more people would like Steve, you know, on the podcast. I think a lot of people ask about him.
He brings a good flavor, man. He brings that pow.
He does.
That emerald. Yeah, he's a saucy man. He's a fucking
Kody and I are more like official, like tell you some facts,
Yeah.
get to the point.
Yeah.
Steve's more like the comedian, lay loose,
Yeah.
you know, get you loosened up, bring the vibes up.
Yeah, he's gonna bring the fun. We're here to kind of just bring the the information. We're trying to make you smarter. He's trying to make you laugh. We're trying to do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Along with being good golfers.
Yeah, and good people.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to another 3 Pars and a Birdie podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram.
What? Wait, Instagram? We got an Instagram?
Follow us on Twitter.
We got an Instagram.
Follow us on TikTok.
Yep.
It's all 3 Pars and a Birdie, except for the Twitter, I think is 3 Pars and a Bird.
Follow us on OnlyFans.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. We might get there.
Let
us know if you want that.
Along with subscribing to the channel, like we were saying in the past, every 100 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway.
Yes.
We're not gonna let you guys know what it is because why?
Yeah.
It's a giveaway.
A surprise.
Right?
Could
Subscribe
be $1
to the channel.
million. Who knows?
Subscribe to the channel.
You could use $1 million.
You know, we appreciate you guys as always.
Don't forget to use your one time.
Yeah. Peace out,
Peace.
bitches. I love you guys so much.